Hi guys, and welcome back to Charlie Rose Knows. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the NuBODY skin toning device. I'm really excited actually to be coming at you today with this product because I've been doing quite a bit of research on it in terms of what it's done for other people, to find the best price, just to find out a bit more information about the technology that's within the device itself. So here is the NuBODY. Some of you will be familiar with the predecessor, which is the NuFACE. This cannot, ladies and gentlemen, cannot be used on your face. I repeat, do not use this on your face. The microcurrent technology contained within it is far too intense for facial tissue. So if you are thinking to perhaps buy the NuBODY and you think it's a one size fits all, yes it is, but I would say you can only use this on the body, and that's, you know, it's FDA approved for body use only, whereas the NuFACE is FDA approved for the face. The microcurrent within the face one, again, will not be strong enough for you to get effective results on the body. So you will need both devices if you're looking to do a full body treatment. Now, mine's in relatively new condition because I've only used it perhaps 4 times this week. Recommended usage is 5 times a week for 5 minutes per treatment area. So if you're, you know, like me and you're targeting, I've got cellulite, so that is one of the main reasons why I've purchased this thing, to smooth the appearance of the cellulite and increase the circulation in the areas of concern. So that being the thighs and the buttock area for me. Some people have cellulite elsewhere, but that's where mine predominantly is, and that's where I tend to use this device. I do want to use it for the skin firming feature as well on my stomach, but I haven't got a chance to use it on that area just yet. So it's just the thighs and the buttock area I can really give you some feedback on. So first things first, if you do decide to buy the set, what you get is the carry case. Now apparently there are a limited number of these cases, but this has been on the market for, gosh, definitely over 6 months, and I haven't heard of any retailers running out as of yet. So I don't know, no mad rush to grab it just to get the bag, the case, because I think, you know, limited period only, is it really? I don't know. Everybody seems to have a supply of these. So what you get in that is a large size bottle. These do come in different sizes. There is a smaller size bottle which I believe is 50 mils, but this is 296 milliliters, so that's 10 fluid ounces of the gel primer. Now you need the gel primer. The reason being, if you try to use the device without the gel primer, you will get a prickly sensation in the skin. It's not particularly pleasant, but it's not particularly, it's not extremely unpleasant in the sense that it's unbearable. It's just that it feels like lots of tiny elastic bands just going off at different times on your skin, and it's just this horrible prickly sensation that there's nothing pleasurable about it, but you're not going to run out the room screaming and throw the device up in the air, you know, kind of. So again, how much of this have I used? I'm trying to get it. I've actually used quite a bit of this. Now, bearing in mind, I've only had my device for 4 days. Well, about 5 days. I've used it on 4 occasions, and I've used, from what I can see, that much product. That's quite a lot of product to use up. So I have found that in reading up on the forums and on the product itself, some people have found it more economic to use what is that jelly they use when you're having an ultrasound? I can't remember what it's called, but basically the jelly that they use, if you know someone who's had an ultrasound, you've had an ultrasound yourself, is that same conductive gel, and it's just to ensure that the microcurrent, travels from the device through the gel and into the skin. So it acts as a conductor. and it allows the device to effortlessly glide across the skin, so you can move from one area to another. Now, it says to use up to 5 minutes per day treatment time on each treatment area. So that means they consider well, it's hard to explain, but if you can imagine your thighs, they will split into 2 different areas. So you've got 2 areas. You've got the back of your thigh and you've got the front of your thigh, and you need to treat these areas separately. You cannot do the entire thigh in 5 minutes, otherwise you will have a very underwhelming result on the area. So you need to do 5 minutes on the front of your leg, or the front of your thigh, and 5 minutes again on the back. So I ended up, the treatment time does add up when you take great care to treat the areas effectively. So again, with the buttock area, 1 butt cheek is gonna cost you 5 minutes, and the other butt cheek is gonna cost you another 5. So altogether, you're spending 10 minutes on your derriere, and then you've got another 20 minutes on the thighs collectively. So that's 10 for the back of the thighs, 10 for the front of the thighs. So the time does add up. Bear that in mind. It is a commitment on your part, and do not invest in this equipment unless you are prepared to make the time investment. Otherwise, you just won't get the results. So it does retail in the UK for £365. I did pay that for mine. I bought mine through Space NK. I have a local store in the village I live in. So I went and purchased mine from there. The great thing about buying things from Space NK is that you do get the points as well. So for every 100 points, I think it's £5 that you get. And if you're deluxe Indulge card member, you get double points. So you will get £10 for every £100 that you spend. So again, if you've bought something like this, you will get £15 in points. If you're a regular member, or if you're a deluxe member, you will get £30 in points to spend perhaps on your next stash of the conductive gel, or as NuFACE call it, the gel primer. The difference between this gel primer and your standard ultrasound conductive gel is that you aren't going to get any of the actives, like for example the moisturizing actives. Let's just have a look in here. What's it? Hyaluronic acid, which is fantastic for hydrating the skin, but it also acts as a magnet for water in the skin, so it will draw any hydration or water in your body from the atmosphere to that area. So it's constantly hydrating, it's constantly drawing moisture to the area of concern or wherever the hyaluronic acid has been applied. So this is one of the active ingredients in the NuFACE gel primer. So that's probably one of the added benefits of using this. Also the fact that once you have applied it, you don't need to apply another moisturizer on top of it, because it's that effective as a moisturizer. On my first use of the NuBODY device, I was quite eager to use it. You do have to charge it for a full 16 hours before you use it for the first time. And even though I was quite impatient, I did wait the 16 hours. So it does recommend that you have a nice bath or a shower before you use the device, or wash the area that you're going to be treating with a oil-free soap. You want to remove all the oils from the surface of the skin, and I'm going to explain to you why. I don't know what I was thinking, but for some reason I just thought I could just get away with not following that piece of advice. Now, I did everything else down to a T, but that one bit of advice I did not follow. And got washed, had my bath, covered myself my usual moisturizers, and then decided to apply the primer and do my 5-minute treatment on the front of my thigh. When I finished the first treatment, the first thing I noticed was how supple my skin felt. It is the most supple I've ever felt my skin. Now, bearing in mind, I am a skincare junkie, I am a treatment junkie. Any chance that I get, if I'm in a spa or if I'm even passing one, I will drop in for a full body exfoliation or a scrub, or you know, every time I'm bathing, I'm using exfoliating gloves as well, in the bath, in the shower. So I'm constantly exfoliating and constantly moisturizing my skin, but never has it ever before felt that supple. And I think it's something about the ingredients in the gel and the massaging action of the device itself. But I think the fact that I was just, when you're using the machine, you've got to be careful to draw it upwards on the skin. So if you're using it on the arms, you go upwards like this. If you're using it on the underside of your arms, upwards will seem more like downwards. But if you can imagine, if you had your arm, you know, kind of downwards, then you would be going in that direction, because that is the upward direction. So you would be going like this. Same on the thighs, same on the legs, same everywhere. You go in an upright direction with the device. Now, I don't know whether it was the massaging action combined with the gel that caused my skin to feel that supple, but it has never felt that supple before. So, used it. You tend to, as you're going along, you'll find that the gel does dry up a little bit around the edges. So where you've applied it, you know, the border line where you apply it, if it's a bit thin there, just make sure you apply a bit more gel, just make it thicker, because it will get prickly around the edges. But yeah, it felt very supple. So anyway, because my skin felt so soft, I was there rubbing it and just enjoying the fact that my thigh felt so lovely and soft. And then, I don't know whether it was the fact that I had oil on my skin and moisturizers in addition to the gel, but it started to bead and these horrible bogey-like structures were falling off of me, and it was gross. I literally had to go get a towel and really rub the area and just remove everything, and it frustrated me because I thought, I've put this lovely product on. It is not cheap. I mean, I think the gel alone, I will have a look. I'll look up the price anyway and just put the price below for you guys. But I believe it's between, I think for the 296ml, the 10 fluid ounce bottle, 20 something pounds. Don't hold me to that there. I'll double check that for you. But yeah, if you're using, and I've used it on 4 occasions and I've used that much up. And when I say 4 occasions, I mean like 4 consecutive evenings. I don't mean like areas. So I've used it on 6 treatment areas for 4 consecutive nights. So I'm getting through this. If you're someone that's trying to use it for skin firming and you want to use it on a lot more areas, you will need to have a lot more of these babies. So I would consider perhaps using this gel primer on areas where you need that extra bit of help. You've got magnesium in there, which is a fantastic detoxifier for the skin as well and for the body. So the choice is yours. You know, you have to think, do I want to get optimal results with this baby? Am I willing to make the commitment, an ongoing commitment to buying the gel primer? You will get the full benefit of the device. You will get that regardless. Even if you use it with the ultrasound gel, the conductive gel, you will still get it with that. But just the suppleness is unparalleled by this product. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's like nothing I've ever used before. So it will bead. Do not try and cheat or cut steps like I did and put moisturizer on beforehand. It will bead, and you know, once you apply the gel and you rub the product in, you won't notice it right away, but at the end, when the skin is kind of tacky, it's starting to dry, it does dry down perfectly, by the way. Doesn't leave the skin oily or tacky, and I think the only way they can guarantee that is if you don't add any other moisturizers to it, so be careful not to do that. It does come with a full-size manual in every language near enough known to man, and a quick start guide as well, which I believe is just in English and French. and it just very quickly tells you how to get started. If you're like me, you don't want to waste time going through a full-size manual, that is fantastic. Do hang on to your receipt because you are given a 60-day money-back guarantee with most retailers. I don't know if Space NK offer a 60-day money-back guarantee, but I know most other retailers do. I believe it is honoured by NuFACE themselves. The power cable that comes with it, oh, I think that's the, is that the European plug? I think so. The 2-prong plug and the UK plug as well. Obviously that will vary depending on which country you buy this product in. But yeah, hang on to your receipt, because if you find that for some reason you're not able to make the commitment, you don't get the full benefit out of the product, or I don't know, for some reason you're hypersensitive and you don't like that slightly prickly feeling it gives you if you're not using enough gel, or you think actually I'm spending so much money on gel and I don't really want to, for whatever reason, if you're not into it, hang on to your receipt, because that will be your saving grace. Because even after the 60 days of use, you are still able to return your product. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, or you would like to enter into the monthly draw for skincare and beauty products, please do subscribe. And in order for you to be entered into the competition to win skincare and beauty on a monthly ongoing basis, all you need to do is drop me a message in my inbox just to say that you'd like to be entered into the competition. So there's no limit to the number of times you can win it either. You can enter every month. You could potentially win it every month as well. So chances are high right now, guys, because the lower the number of subscribers, the higher your chances are of winning. So right now I think the odds are perhaps 1 in 4, maybe 1 in 10. I know I'm giving myself some praise. It's probably 1 in 4. But guys, again, if you'd like the opportunity to win any goodies, and these are high-end brands, anything ranging from £30 to £150, drop me a message and let's make it happen. Thank you so much for listening today. Hope you enjoyed the video.